Today, I want to show you a very simple method that can solve a common problem in the garden. What do you do when you can't water your plants every day? Or when you're going away for a few days? Because in reality, this is when most plants start to suffer. Not always because of lack of care, but because watering becomes irregular. Too dry one day, too much water the next. And this kind of stress affects plant growth more than we think. So today I want to test a simple idea. Can one plastic bottle replace regular watering? 1. When this method is useful. This method is useful in a few situations. If you don't have a watering system, if you don't have access to a hose, if you cannot water your plants daily, or if you're leaving for a short period of time. However, it's important to understand, this is not a solution for a large garden. It works best for individual plants. 2. What you need. Everything here is very simple. You will need a plastic bottle, about 1.5 liters, water, and a needle from a standard syringe. That's all. No special tools or equipment. 3. Preparing the bottle. First, take the bottle and remove the label. This step is optional, but it helps you see how much water remains inside. For this method, use 1 bottle per plant. This ensures each plant gets a controlled and consistent amount of water. 4. Creating the drip system. Now comes the most important step. Take the needle and insert it into the lower part of the bottle. Position matters. It should be close to the bottom, but not exactly at the base. The reason we use a needle instead of making a hole is simple. It allows for a slow and controlled drip. A regular hole would release water too quickly. The needle creates a steady flow, which is exactly what plants need. 5. Filling the bottle. Now fill the bottle with water. You can use plain water, or you can add a small amount of fertilizer if needed. However, for basic hydration, clean water is enough. 6. Controlling the flow. This is the key part of the system. The flow of water depends on how tightly the cap is closed. If the cap is fully tightened, the water will drip slowly. If you loosen the cap slightly, the flow will increase. This allows you to control how much water your plant receives. 7. Placement near the plant. Now place the bottle next to the plant. Position it close to the root zone. This ensures that the water goes directly where it is needed. It also reduces water loss and improves efficiency. 8. What happens after setup? Once everything is in place, the system starts working immediately. Water begins to drip slowly into the soil. Instead of watering once a day, the plant receives moisture continuously. This creates a more stable environment for root development. 9. How long it lasts. A 1.5-liter bottle usually lasts between 1 and 3 days. This depends on how fast the water is dripping. If you adjust the cap for a slower flow, it can last longer. 10. Why this method works. This method works because it provides consistent moisture. Instead of cycles of drying and overwatering, the plant receives a steady supply of water. This reduces stress and supports healthier root growth. 11. Final thoughts. This is a simple but effective method for maintaining plant hydration. It's especially useful for short periods when you cannot water manually. It requires almost no cost and takes only a few minutes to set up. If you're looking for a practical solution for individual plants, this method is worth trying.